Have you ever caught a glimpse of something in a mirror, just out of the corner of your eye? A flicker of movement, a shape that wasn't quite your own. What if it wasn't just a trick of the light? Today, we're journeying into the shadows to uncover one of the most chilling modern urban legends, the Dark Reflection Man. This isn't your typical ghost story. The Reflection Man is said to appear in mirrors, windows, and any reflective surface. But he's not just a passive observer. He's described as a tall, shadowy figure, sometimes with indistinct or glowing eyes, who mimics your movements, but not perfectly. A slight delay, a subtle difference in posture, an expression that isn't yours. Stories from all over the internet tell of unsettling encounters that start with these small inconsistencies. People feel watched, a growing sense of dread creeping in as the reflection becomes more and more independent. So, where did this legend come from? Is it a modern manifestation of ancient doppelganger folklore, a psychological phenomenon, or something more? Some folklorists believe the legend taps into a primal fear of the self, the uncanny valley of seeing something that is almost you, but isn't. The idea of a dark half, or a malevolent twin, has existed in myths for centuries. From the German doppelganger to the Egyptian keeper, the Reflection Man seems to be our digital aegis version of this ancient terror, amplified by our hypervisual culture where we are constantly surrounded by our own image. Psychologists offer another perspective. They suggest phenomena like the Truxler effect, where staring at a single point can cause peripheral images to fade or distort, could play a role. When you stare at your own reflection in a dimly lit room, your brain can start to play tricks on you, filling in the gaps with unsettling imagery. This is sometimes called the strange face in the mirror illusion. It's a powerful reminder of how easily our perception can be warped, especially when primed by fear and suggestion. Could the Reflection Man be a product of our own minds, a projection of our inner anxieties and fears onto our reflected image? But the personal accounts are what make this legend so compelling. Let's look at some of the most famous stories. One popular tale on a paranormal forum describes a college student who noticed his reflection smiling when he was on. It started small, but over days, the reflection's grin grew wider, more menacing. He began avoiding mirrors altogether, covering them with towels. But then he started seeing the figure in the darkened screen of his phone, his laptop, even a puddle of water on the sidewalk. He felt haunted by his own image, a constant, silent torment that led to severe paranoia. Another story tells of a woman who, while putting on makeup, saw her reflection's hand reach for a pair of scissors on the counter. While her own hands were still, she screamed and looked away, and when she looked back, everything was normal. But the fear lingered. She couldn't shake the feeling that her reflection had its own intentions, its own sinister desires. These stories, whether true or not, share common threads. The slow escalation, the feeling of being watched, and the deep, psychological horror of not being in control of your own image. The theories about what the Reflection Man truly is are as varied as the stories themselves. Some believe he's a demon or a parasitic entity that attaches itself to a person, feeding off their fear. In this version, the mirror is just a gateway, a portal through which this being can interact with our world. Others propose a more sci-fi explanation, a glitch in our reality, a brief crossing of parallel universes where your alternate self is trying to communicate, or perhaps break through. Think about it. If there are infinite universes, there are infinite versions of you. What if one of them is aware of you? And what if that one isn't so friendly? There's also the idea of a collective psychic creation, a tulpa, or thought. This theory suggests that because so many people now know and believe in the legend of the Dark Reflection Man, their collective focus and fear have actually willed it into existence. The more we talk about him, the more we fear him, the stronger and more real he becomes. In essence, we are our all co-creators of the very monster that terrifies us. It has a chilling thought that a scary story could literally come to life just by being told. So, how can you protect yourself? According to the legend, the key is to break the connection. If you see something amiss in your reflection, don't stare. Don't engage. Look away immediately and break eye contact. Turn on the lights, splash water on your face, or shatter the reflective surface if you feel truly threatened. The lore says that ignoring it, denying it power, is the best defense. Giving into fear is what allows it to gain a stronger foothold in your reality. Some even suggest rituals of positive affirmation, of reclaiming your own image in the mirror, to push the dark entity out. Ultimately, the Dark Reflection Man legend is a fascinating look into the modern psyche. It blends ancient fears with contemporary anxieties about identity, surveillance, and the nature of reality itself. Whether it's a ghost, a demon, a psychological quirk, or a thought form, its story serves as a powerful cautionary tale. It forces us to ask unsettling questions. Who is that person staring back from the glass? And can we ever be truly sure that we're alone? So next time you look in the mirror, pay close attention. Watch for that subtle lag, that fleeting expression that isn't yours. It might just be your imagination, or it might be the Dark Reflection Man, waiting for you to notice him. What do you think? Have you ever had a creepy experience with a mirror? Let us know your stories and theories in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. Thanks for joining us on this dive into the shadows. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration of the world's most mysterious legends. Stay curious, and maybe avoid looking in mirrors in the dark tonight.